Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How are you guys doing? We're back with another one. The witch hunt. The online witch hunt for JLR has begun. Do they want his position? Do they want his numbers? Do they want his view count? Do they want his subscribers? What we are witnessing is an online witch hunt by content creators alike. You guys ready to start this party? I think it's time to get the party started. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up. And when the music fucking hits, you better jump.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys have had a good day. Welcome back to another one, guys. Welcome back to another one. How you guys doing? What's good, chat? How are you? You guys have a good day? Beautiful, beautiful day. It's a beautiful Monday. What's good, peeps? We got 47 people in the building. All right, let's see who we have in here to get this party started. I don't know how long I'll be live tonight. Just all depends, I guess. What's up, Stacy? Hi, Cuddle. Hi, Cuddle. What's up, Earth? Please do not forget to like the video and make sure your messages are on all messages so that you get the full chat. Please like, share, subscribe, and better yet, think about becoming a member. Thank you. Well put there, Earth Angel. Hello there, brownies. Christy Dye. What's up, Christy? Brandy Westfall. What up? What up? Texas Yvette in the building. What up, Tex? Hillbilly. What's good, Hillbilly? Florida Life in the Sun. What's up, Florida? Kimmy K.O. in the building. Good to see you. Chrissy K in the house. What's up, Chrissy K? CG in the building. CG, how you doing? Hello there, Jody. Welcome to the channel, Jody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Courtney Reed. What's up, Courtney Reed? How are you? Twisterella in the house. What's up, Twist? Everything good with you, Twister? Who else we got in here? Any other names? Lisky! How are you, Lisky? Good to see y'all, man. Good to see you guys. Primo, what's up? What's up, Primo? Angela's in the house. Hello, Angela. Good to see you, Angela. Angela. Let's see. Mitch with the B. What up, Mitch with a B? Mitch with the B. Yeah, we're going to be going over this 911 call. It amazes me the amount of stupidity that comes out of these online content creators' mouth. Potty One Skip said that JLR was arrested and released on a $200,000 bond. She's lying. He was never arrested. He just went to court March 17th, yo. He was never arrested. Hello, Leslie. How are you? Great to see you. He was never arrested. Never once. If to be arrested, you have to have a probable cause to be arrested, right? You have to start with a probable cause for the arrest. If no probable cause has been found, that means he's never been arrested. Stupid. God. Hello, kitten. How are you? Caitlin, good to see you. Happy evening. Happy evening to you, Miss Ma'am. I hope you're having a great day, ma'am. Steven, what's good, Steven? Mince, hello there. Hello, Mince. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. Doing good, doing good. Amy, hello there, Amy. How's everybody doing? Primo Dupree kicking it off. Make the trolls mad. Make the trolls mad. Man, fuck all that shit, man. Oh, he fell into the grass and cracked it? Damn, cuz. Shout out to you, Primo Dupree. Much love.
Right now, 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 right now.
Hi, Earth Angel, said AD Karma. Karma, kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. I heard him jump down from somewhere. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, kitty? Kitty, kitty, kitty. I heard his bell. There he comes. He's coming. Hi, kitty. He's coming in here. Come here. Kitty, kitty. Karma. Hillbilly in the building. Bert in the house. What's up, Bert? First Blush. Hello there. Happy Monday to you, First Blush. All right. All right. Nah, don't do that, Primo. Don't do that, Primo. Let's go take a look at this 911 call from Magnolia. Magnolia, huh? The 911 call. It's embarrassing, dude. It's embarrassing that all of these people jump on this bandwagon of trying to slam JLR for something that he might not have even done. We don't know for a fact. All we can do is make our own assumptions, but we need to do that with positive reinforcements. Positive reinforcement for our assumptions. It shouldn't be, oh, well, this YouTuber said it, or I'm going to jump on that bandwagon because guess what? He's getting views by saying it. No, no, that's not how it goes. You should not be jumping on the damn bandwagon because you think somebody's getting views off dogging JLR. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad because that's all I see. I very rarely see any channels that are taking it the way I am. I'm trying to be totally open about it, right? If you got no probable cause to arrest this man, then they don't believe that he was hitting her. That's just how it is. No probable, if the police don't have a probable cause to arrest you, then the police don't believe that you did something wrong. The investigator doesn't believe that you did something wrong. What's up, Trace? Well, let's go ahead and listen to one of these phone calls here. And then we'll go into a video that's about both of them and their pasts. Y'all with me?
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Hi, hold on one second.
It's got about 500,000 subs. A lot of people need to grow up. I would say. A lot of people do need to grow up.
Let me look.
Are you still there?
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. What's the location?
Doesn't sound very frantic. Hi, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty. Doesn't sound very frantic, is it? What's the location? What's the location? Oh, hello? Oh, hello? What's the location? Oh, hello.
Okay, it's All Seasons River Inn,
Is there
and
a
it's 8751 Icicle Road.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Is there a specific unit number?
It's the Shenandoah room.
Which one's that one?
Well, it's not a number. It's like a little Airbnb with a few different units, and mine is called the Shenandoah.
Okay,
You just go in the front door and then come up the stairs.
You jumped up in the window.
What's going on?
Well, I had a fight with my boyfriend last night, and he hurt me.
There's a big problem with that right there. Well, I had a fight with my boyfriend, but it happened last night and he hurt me. I got a fight with my boyfriend and he hurt me. I got a fight with my boyfriend and he hurt me. Come on.
And left and took my phone.
Okay, so you didn't care to call last night. You only cared to call when you woke up and he was gone with your phone. She was unconscious for 11 hours. I've never seen someone get knocked out for 11 hours. Never. Never, ever, 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 ever. And then ran downstairs to the hotel lobby. She wasn't at a hotel. What's up, Tiffany? Tracy? I don't get it. What's up, Angel? I don't get it. A coma is 11 hours. Yeah, that's not a knockout. That's longer than they put you to sleep.
And I don't know where he is, so I'm
And he hurt you. What did he do?
What's that?
You said he hurt you? What did he do?
Yes, my nose. He hit me, and my nose is hurt.
I don't know how many of you guys have ever had a broken nose, but it hurts. It blacks both of your eyes. It makes both of your eyes turn into raccoon eyes if you break your fucking nose. Usually when someone breaks their nose, it's not easily to quit bleeding. You usually want to seek medical attention pretty quickly because you know that you've had a nose broken. And I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm discussing the time frames, the like you waited. Some women do get scared. I mean, that's about as easy to use as some women do lie. I mean, yeah, this is Magnolia.
Actively bleeding right now?
It was bleeding earlier. This happened last night, and then he left, and I went to bed.
It was bleeding earlier. See, that story don't even make sense. It happened last night before we went to bed, but it was bleeding earlier, but it's not now. When was earlier? Yeah. She was about to slip up. Yes.
And now I don't know where he is, and he took my phone. So this is his phone that I'm calling you from. He has two phones, and this is his second phone.
Okay,
Well, last year, so I'm calling you on that phone.
That's fine. Let me have someone contact you there. What is your name?
Jamie, Jaime.
Jamie, what's your last name?
Phillips, Phillips.
And what's your date of birth, Jamie?
Yeah, she didn't call the cops until she woke up and he was gone with her phone. Straight up. Does that mean that he didn't do that? He couldn't have done this? Absolutely not. That doesn't mean that he couldn't have done this. Shout out to Earth Angel. She said, Toddy is in an embarrassing. Stop it, AD. Toddy is an embarrassing disappointment. Love you. Salute to you, Earth Angel. We love you too, baby. We love you too, baby. Toddy, you suck.
Right now, 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 right now.
Broken nose is extremely painful. And it doesn't matter what you take. No. Pain medicine, all that shit doesn't matter. You don't want to breathe. And if you breathe in too hard, like if you go, that's going to make it bleed again. If you blow your nose, you're risking that you're going to blow the clot out. Like, I love you too, Primo. Just keep yourself together, brother. A broken nose is not no joke. I've had mine broken twice. I believe twice. I know for sure once. But it's not easy to deal with. It's not. My mom fell and broke her nose, and I think she didn't talk for like 3 days. She didn't talk. She didn't talk for like 3 fucking days, bro.
176. I'm sorry for calling 911. I didn't know.
Wow. So you got beat on to the fact that he broke your nose and you don't think that you can call 911. There's a big point right there, y'all. That's a big point right there, man. Yeah, my mom fell right to her face. We were walking back from the dollar store. I was walking ahead of her, and she didn't pick up her feet when she was walking. She kind of like slid them, and she tripped over this curb, and if she came down, like bam, right on her face. That should definitely be an emergency.
What to call.
This is perfect. This is what you needed to call. What is his name?
Well, I don't know anyone around here. Like, we live in Florida, so we're just here for Christmas. And so I don't have a car and I don't have a phone. All I know is I'm stuck here now against my will. Basically, this is kidnapping, if you ask.
That's not kidnapping, man. He left. Kidnapping, but he left you there with the phone. Can you believe it? Kidnapping, but he left you there with the phone. This is the type of woman that's the worst, dude. This is the worst type of person, bro. Yeah, basically kidnapped me, but he left her there with a phone. With a phone, y'all. But that's kidnapping. See how it's already she's already making it escalate?
I feel like I'm super chat at $19.99. I'm a little bit tired of eating
Me.
It's still not kidnapping if you leave the house and leave this woman there in the house and she could leave at any time. Come on, man. Come on,
Gee,
man.
let me get some more information from you, and I have someone contact you. What is his name?
His name?
Yeah.
Jonathan.
She doesn't even
What's
sound
his
like
last name?
Richard.
she doesn't even sound like she's paying attention to this woman. How was she going to leave? She had no car. You walk. If you're kidnapped, honey, and just you think you're kidnapped just because you don't have a car? I mean, it's a little bit, it's definitely not kidnapping. It's definitely not kidnapping. The pain from a broken nose is very hard to deal with. And I think she's lying about a lot of things. People can sound convincing. I think she's on bullshit. Using a phone call and Uber, call the police, just like you did. Why is she apologizing for calling the police? You're not got to walk with. Yeah, she did the right thing if this all happened. She did the right thing, but as far as saying you're kidnapped, that's kind of crazy, hillbilly. It's kind of crazy. She woke up and he was gone. She was stranded. Yeah, she was stranded. That's the most. If you wake up and your kidnapper is gone, are you any longer kidnapped? I'm asking for a friend. I don't know. I don't know.
His
I don't
last
know.
name is Riches, Rich.
See, the funny thing is, the police responded to this and still didn't arrest him. The police responded to this. The police responded to this and still did not find probable cause to arrest him. I mean, as bad as you want to make this sound, when the police got there, they found no probable cause to have a warrant put out on Jonathan Lee Riches. It depends on what state you live in. There's some really, really, I don't know. My state's more of a woman state, so they kind of listen to the woman. If the woman has any visual signs of attack, then you're going to jail. Straight up, you're going to jail.
ES, date of birth 12/27/76.
And what kind of vehicle did he leave in?
He's in a white Jeep Compass, and I don't know the tag number because it's a rental car. We got it from Seattle Airport on Monday.
Any idea where he'd go?
Well, the DA is who makes the arrest. The DA is who presses the charges. If the police say I've got enough probable cause, DA, do you want me to arrest? He says no. Then they must not thought they didn't have a case or something.
What's that?
Any idea where he would go?
Well,
Oh yeah, I will agree to that, Brandy. It is much stricter now. And I'm for it because I don't care for women beaters, right? I just take all stories that I take on with the open mind until we learn about them. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not caping for JLR and I'm not jumping down his throat saying you did this, you did this, you did this. But you know, where there's fuel, there's fire. So that's why I'm looking at this now. But nowadays, dude, you get arrested for just flicking your wife. Yeah, just flicking her. You could go to jail. Hey, come here, babe. Flip right off the flick her little nose, and you're going to jail. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. But if I was to call the police and say she flicked me, they wouldn't take me to jail. They'd be like, "Hey, stop flicking your wife, man."
I texting him and telling him to bring my phone back, and he said he started denying that he even took my phone at all. And then
Listen to this. Here's the first thing that I'm gonna tell you that I see with wrong in all this. She's calling 911. And the first thing she thinks about talking to the police about isn't the fact that he's been beaten on her, isn't the fact that she's kidnapped, isn't the fact of anything else other than he's left and he's got my phone. Man, I think any woman that just got her ass beat to the level of getting broken noses is going to be more focused on letting these people know that he just got whipped her fucking ass. He just beat the hell out of me. You need to get here. I'm bleeding still. I got a broken nose. This is the first time I could call you. Like, no. This just does not sound like this whatsoever. This does not sound like a fucking frantic phone call whatsoever, yo. I'm sorry. There's going to be no trial. Yeah, man, you're going to be trying to tell the police about how he beat you. He did this to me. He punched me in my face. He did this. We were arguing this, and this. You would be telling them about the fight. You wouldn't be worried about telling them, hey, he's gone. He's got my phone, man. He's got my phone. I tried to call him first before I called you guys. I tried to call him first, y'all. I texted him first. He wouldn't text me back. So I called you guys. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at this whole situation. I'm just laughing at like the amount of bullshit I smell here. I'm a pretty good, my gut is pretty good. But I'm telling you, any woman in this chat would be contacting the police talking about he just beat my ass last night. I was unconscious for 11 hours. Blah, 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 blah. I'm scared of my life. Can you please hurry up and get here? This woman is worried about telling them about him leaving with her phone. She's way too calm. Yeah, she contacted JLR.
he said, I don't want your phone.
Is he there? She said it on the 911 call, hillbilly. He said, I don't want your phone.
I'm taking it to the sheriff's department. And I said, I need my phone. Bring my phone back.
That's the proof of that, hillbilly. It's in the 911 call. She said, I called him and he said, I'm taking your phone to the sheriff's office. So then she decides to call the sheriff's office. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. Maybe he paid for it, you know? Maybe he paid for it. We all do stupid shit, okay? Let's not act like we've never had an argument with our spouse here and we've never thrown a dish or we've never took their clothes that are like fucking walked out with like, come on, no, come on. Facts, Tiffany. I'm just saying, like, she would be calling 911 first if all this happened to her. I'm sorry. I would. If I woke up and I had my nose broke and I realized that I had been out for like 11 hours from being knocked out, homie, the first call's going to the police department. I'm going to be begging him to find where I am. Like, this is way too calm.
And he was like, well, you, he's like, well, you stole my phone. And I was like, no.
Yeah, see there it is. Well, you stole my phone. I'm taking your phone. That's all that was. Well, you stole my phone. See, she's sitting there with his phone, and he's got hers. This is just like an argument. Did things get violent? I don't know. That's why we're covering it. But I can't cover it going, JLR, you're guilty of this. They ain't even found probable cause to arrest him. Or he would be arrested. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying by, like, if you was to call the police first, right? You wouldn't call him. You wouldn't call him. Wow.
You left your phone here. And anyway, so he started saying that he doesn't want my phone. I don't want your phone. And he was like, I'm 100 miles away from you now.
So that means he wanted to get the fuck away from her, bro. He took off for real, for real. Hold on. She just told the police that he left his phone there. You can't say that's true, hillbilly. Honey, baby doll, I think you're taking this on thinking that Magnolia is telling all the truth. I think that's what you're doing. And we don't know if either one of these people are telling the truth. That's how I feel. I don't trust neither one of them. I've watched JLR do some pretty slimy shit in some of these old videos I've seen. So, like, I'm not, like, in the best of, like, spirits with JLR, you know? But that's how I feel. Like, I think both of them could be lying. I think both of them were probably in a hot argument. And she kept his phone, and he kept her phone. She's just telling the police, oh, he left it here. He left it here. Yeah, you're telling them that. That's easy to do. Instead of saying, well, I kept his phone, he took mine. Well, he didn't want to give me my phone back, so I kept his. Instead, you say, well, he left it here.
I honestly don't know where he is. He said, I'm 100 miles away from you now.
I'm 100 miles away from you now. That means he wants to be away from her. I'm 100 miles away from you now. Find your own way back home. As an adult, you should be able to do that anyway. That's not kidnapping. It's pretty shitty that this happens in situations. This is what scares me about getting in another long-term relationship. This is exactly what scares me. Things like this. I never want to deal with a relationship like that again. And I won't. I will turn and walk away so fucking fast, you'll see smoke coming from my boots. It's bad, man. And then I believe they did get into a heated argument. Or maybe it got violent. I'm not even saying it didn't. But damn, bro, to what cost? To what cost, man? JLR had the last 3 years of his life has probably been the best 3 years of his life ever, right? He's on a rise. She married him. She's on a rise, right? As to what cost do you do all that to do this on the internet? I don't think, I just don't think it's fucking cool to treat your spouses this way. Regardless of this ass whooping happened or didn't happen, and JLR is guilty or if he isn't guilty. Just the way people talk to each other. Nobody deserves to be, have horrible things said to them because you're mad at me. You're supposed to love me. Why would you say horrible things? It's kind of fucked up, man. I thought they got married. They didn't get married? Okay. I take that back. She wanted that phone back, seriously.
Contact you a little bit. Would you also like an ambulance to look at your nose?
What's that?
Would you like an ambulance? Medical attention for your nose?
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, man, dude. Oh, man. She did not just answer that way.
Yeah, I think I need to get it looked at.
Okay.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Pretty girl gets her fucking nose broken. She don't want an ambulance out there immediately. Yeah, I need to get it looked at, I think. God, dude. Holy shit, man. Yeah, I think. I mean, I might have to get it looked at. Oh, no, she took medical attention. She said, yeah, you should go ahead and probably send them out, I've been unconscious for 11 hours. Like, that's the longest I've ever heard anyone unconscious unless they put you out. Even when you go to under surgery, it doesn't even last 11 hours. Holy shit, man. And you don't want medical attention? You got. Yeah, the police show up, I guess. I'm sure they do. And they don't arrest JLR. And they don't arrest JLR. They don't file a charge. Man, that's very telling, man. That's very, very telling, man. The police show up, but she didn't answer the door the first time.
We'll have someone contact you in a little bit. I'm going to go and let you go. If something changes, Jamie, if he shows back up, you need to call 911 immediately, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll let you go. You're welcome. Bye.
So horrible, dude. Dude, this could very well be an online fucking winch hunt,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
And this happens.
That's okay. What's
It
the
happens.
location?
It happens all the time.
Okay. It's
I mean, it happens all the time. Way too calm. Yeah, there's going to be body cam footage, I believe, coming out. Hello, Sky. JLR is a total ass, but those T's are not crossed, nor are those I's dotted. Isn't that a little odd, not wanting to get your nose set back if it's broken? You can't fix a broken nose, bub. They can cast it and they can try to set it back, but it's almost impossible to fix it unless you get reconstructive surgery, unless you get a nose job. Like, you can see where mine's broke. It's like right across the bridge right there. You can see it. It's nasty, boy. It's nasty. But I didn't. I didn't run to medical attention. I'll say that, but I couldn't. I was in a different situation. That's kind of fucking odd, man. That's pretty telling that the police show up and they still don't press charges. She's definitely going to file charges. He's getting his karma for filing all those crazy ass lawsuits. She's going to file a crazy lawsuit on him. If she already has. Yeah, I never got into, I don't get into content creators' lives. You know what I mean? All I do is follow what they put on the internet. I don't care what one does in their personal business. I just don't take it that far unless you put it out there, right? Like if you put what you're doing in real life online, then people are allowed to speak about that. But if you're not, then it's really none of my business. So I never really looked real far into JLR, but I have seen some questionable videos lately of the way he acted when he was younger, making videos and shit. I didn't care for it. Didn't care for it at all. What's up, Blaze? But the police showed up at this woman's place after she had been knocked out for 11 hours, nose broken. He ran, and they still never filed a charge on him. I can't jump on the bandwagon of the go for JLR witch hunt. I knew there was a reason why I kind of stayed back a little bit because I've seen it happening. And in some weird way, a lot of these people that are coming for JLR think that they're going to gain some great subscribers from JLR. They're going to gain donators. They're going to gain people that support him. And they're not. They're not. They're just going to get detractors from JLR. And they'll just want you to do this type of content all the time. That's why I didn't jump on it. And I'm still not jumping on it. But I am an advocate against domestic violence. I don't agree with it both ways, man or woman doing it. It's something that I pride myself on. It's something that I can't help but to interfere when I see it happening. Like if I'm ever around a man and he starts beating on his woman, I got to get involved. It's just something about me. So I'm not up here caping for JLR if he did do something horrible. And if he has beat his woman, that's something horrible. I just don't see him as that. But the people you don't see like that are usually the ones that are like that. Just saying.
Had people accuse me of going after Jonathan Lee Rich's JLR Investigates. And people are saying it's because I don't like him or I'm jealous because he has more followers than I do. Well, that's not true. I've known about his past for a long time and I've never mentioned it. In fact, I don't think I've ever publicly mentioned him by name until I learned about the assault accusation made against him by his ex-girlfriend, Jamie Phillips, also known as Magnolia. Now, I don't have a problem with anyone having something in their past. I had things in my past that I'm not proud of.
What's
And
up,
about
Native?
20
Hi,
years ago,
Kelsey.
I got myself into what you might call a legal pickle. I was set up for something that I didn't do and had to pay the price for it. Now, at that time, my mental health was in the dumpster, and I mean at the
I was set up for something I didn't do and had to pay the price for it.
bottom with all the sludge that had been building.
Guess what? All the innocent people are in jail, right? Like, oh yeah. I don't know who this person is, but I saw the video and we needed to check it out. She I'm gonna be playing tonight. We're gonna look into JLR a little bit. You know what I mean? JLR is known for, while he was in prison, writing up like a few thousand lawsuits on different companies and different people. Because to be honest, that's what prisoners do. That's what prisoners do. They go in there and they learn the system, they learn law, and then they start filing these claims against anything, man. They'll file a claim against the toothpaste that they give you in prison for like that, and some of them get settled out of court, and these inmates get money from it all the time. It happens all the time. You wouldn't believe, and that's what he was doing. He got bored in jail and started writing up a bunch of fucking lawsuits. I've seen so many people do the same thing. And that was in a state that was in a state facility. I imagine what they're doing in a federal joint. You know what I mean? Like, dude, they will fucking like they were suing companies for like shit that they would see in commercials. it was wild, bro. They would, man. And some of these people would just settle out of court because they didn't want to deal with it. Yeah. It's kind of wild, man.
Out for years and years. I was suicidal to the
No,
point
no,
where I
no,
was
no.
on
Like I said,
7 different
penitentiary,
medications
not
just
federal.
so I wouldn't
I've
take
never
the
been in a
long
mental
dark
hospital.
nap. I was a complete mess. And I think the person who did this to me knew that. He knew I wasn't in a place to defend myself. Now, the charge was eventually dismissed, but not until I'd already paid heavily for it. So that's part of the reason I started this channel. Now, I've always had a love of mystery proved. Now, it hasn't been a direct uphill progress. There have been some dips here and there, but I have gradually made it to the highest place I've ever been in my life.
Good for you.
He has a record that spans from 1998 to the present, and to me, that doesn't seem as though he's changed. In my research, I've come across criminal records for people and even their spouses or family members, but I've never talked about it because I've used discretion. If it's not pertinent to the case I'm discussing, then I don't share it. If it's something
This
that
is
they did
definitely
5 or
AI.
10 years ago and there hasn't been anything since, I felt the need to discuss their past, some against Roy Moore. And this is when about the project her
There you
past
go.
and has since filed a friend who filed assault charges against him back on Christmas Day of last year and has since filed for an order of protection. So people have started bringing up her past, mainly about the Project Veritas attempted sting that involved the accusations against Roy Moore. And this is when, while working for Project Veritas, she went to the Washington Post and claimed that Roy Moore had raped her when she was 15 and she became pregnant by him. And that attempted sting failed. The Washington Post knew she was lying, and she never publicly accused Roy Moore of
Short for Project Veritas, man. People that go around and harass politicians and shit. Yeah, she's a YouTuber. She worked for Project Veritas. And she was getting ready to come out and say that this dude got her pregnant and he beat on her. She was getting ready to come out and do this big op on this person, like a sting, basically. And they didn't do it. The Washington Post found her out, said that she was lying. And she didn't never publicly say that he did that. She didn't openly say, yeah, he did that. It was supposed to be like this thing that come out. But everybody thought she was lying. And
assaulting her in any way. So, because of those accusations against him, people are using it as a reason to accuse her of lying about this assault that allegedly happened back in December. They're also claiming
I mean, I'm not using it, but it shows base of character. Does it? It shows that she will lie about a man doing bad things to her. And that's not cool. That's not fucking cool. I don't understand how somebody doesn't believe that this is pertinent to her lying about JLR, maybe. They knew she was lying then. Why can't she be lying now? Dude, anybody that will tell the police or get ready to bust somebody out and say, I'm pregnant by you, this, and this happened, and it didn't happen. Like, what? That's horrible to do to somebody, man. Especially and do it publicly, and you have a name to be had. Like, it's not cool. To say some guy beat on me, and he never beat on me. I'm just a cuckoo. I wonder how people can live with themselves. It doesn't mean that, hillbilly, but it also does mean it. See what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that she's lying, and it does mean she could be lying.
Claiming that she's
Neither
lied
one
about
are
other
true.
men, but oddly, they never attached any names to those other claims, so they aren't verifiable. But we know that the Washington Post incident is factual, meaning that she went to the Washington Post with the claims, not that what she said
Factual.
about Roy Moore was true. So if we're going to look at Jamie's past as a way to determine if she's telling the truth now, then we need to bring up JLR.
Shout out to my girl, Phoenix Blaze, in the chat for hitting that chime. She said, hey, always a great live. Always a great live. Thank you, Phoenix. We love you, baby.
Right now, 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 right now.
Good point, Brandy.
Ours passed, right? To keep things fair? Because once upon a time, Jonathan Lee Riches, using the name Jonathan Bollinger, filed a petition for an order of protection against Jerry Sandusky, the former football coach who has been convicted of child molestation. In that petition, JLR falsely accused him of, wait for it, sexually assaulting him. So does that mean that Jamie's claim against Roy Moore, which never went through any court, is
They're both liars. They're both liars. They're both fucking liars. Can two liars meet and lie on each other? Hell yeah. Like I said, what I say yesterday, y'all, this is just toxic. This just sounds toxic. And let me tell you something. They're far too old to be acting this way. Far too old. This is an embarrassment. At best, it's an embarrassment, man. At worst, or anything. If nothing ever comes out, you both have embarrassed each other. What's up, man?
somehow canceled out by JLR's accusation against Jerry Sandusky that
So hold on. Hold on. Who's to say he's lying? Oh, that's all I've been hearing about Magnolia. Who's to say Jerry Sandusky didn't touch JLR? I mean, if you use it in defense of one, you got to use it with the defense of two. Because it kind of paints them out to show you exactly who both of them are. JLR got a good break in life with this YouTube shit. He did. He got a very good break. And I don't know how long it's been since he's done anything wrong or anything. Look at this shit. This man went to camp to watch his cousin play quarterback against the visiting Penn State Nittany Lions. Around the third quarter, I went to the bathroom while urinating. I was approached by defendant Jerry Sandusky, who said he was traveling with Penn State and asked me if I wanted to sign Joe Pertino autograph. I told him to leave me alone because I was peeing, and Sandusky said, let me touch it. Oh, Lord, boy. JLR. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah, this is what the inmates do, bro. They get bored.
actually did go through court. But the people that are going after Jamie don't want to do that. They say that JLR has admitted to what he's done and he's a changed person and it's in the past. Why is there a different set of rules for Jamie?
There
Now,
isn't.
I'm not going to talk about every court case that has
There isn't.
JLR's name on it because No one has time for that. But
No.
let's look at some that could have a bearing on the current alleged assault. Now, his record starts in 1996 with a list of charges against him that year that include harassing communications, stalking, and intercepting communications, also known as wiretapping. How very dare I bring up something from that long ago, right? But haven't we
What
brought up
year was
John
it?
Paul Miller's charges for
What year was it? Let me find out. I don't see a fucking year. 1997. Damn, that's older than fucking my shit was. Mine started about 98, I think. 99. Jerry Sandusky is a college football coach.
from 1998 and judged him on that? We have, and I think fairly so, because I also
I'm with you, Hillbilly. I'm definitely with you. I'm with you. They're both liars. Obviously.
think John Paul Miller is a horrible person. In 2003, JLR was arrested and then convicted for defrauding people out of money, which landed him in 10 years of prison. There was a teenager in Dallas who fished the credit card details of AOL users and then sold that information to JLR, who then used that credit card information to buy a lot of stuff. He even had 7 accomplices in his scheme,
I did
including his
something like it.
parents. And then while in prison,
My crime, the worst crime I've ever done is a forgery. So I'm in the white collar crime shit, right? Like I know all about it. But I ain't been in trouble, y'all. I changed my life. What's up, Jupiter? I'm a law abiding citizen. That's a fact. And I don't beat my bitch. And I don't beat my bitch. How about that, JLR? Oh, man. And I don't beat my woman. What's up, Betty Davis eyes? Dude, I was dumb as shit when I got caught with my forgery, too. I was dumb as shit. Like, I knew I was going to get caught. I just was so young and dumb that the money was coming so fast and so much of it that I was like, yeah, let's rock and roll. The check that I went to prison for was 26, 25 and some change. 25,000 and some change. And then I had to do a cleanup statement on like 5 other checks and a few things that were ripped off. Sounds like they're both garbage people who treat each other like absolute garbage. It sounds definitely toxic. Money is the root. It is, man. That's why I do it legally now. It's a hard way to go, but it's the best way to go. Legally, y'all. Legally.
prison for that, he began his career as a lawsuit savant. He filed thousands of frivolous lawsuits and never seemed to win any. He
He
would
filed
later
on
say that he
Brit-
did it because,
dude,
quote,
he filed on Britney Spears, fucking Kim Kardashian. He filed on all the stars, y'all, just to try to get somebody to settle out with him. And I'm telling you, I'm being straight up honest with you. These people settle out. They do. They do settle out. This channel is called, I don't know the AI name, but it's definitely AI. It's Agatha May Detective Agency. Ooh, an agency?
I was just creating a clusterfuck. That was my entertainment when I was in prison, end quote. One
That's
of
what
the
they do.
lawsuits was filed against the government for seizing the property that he'd purchased with the fake credit cards. And JLR thought they needed to give it back to him. They didn't. In 2012, he was still on parole from his 2003 conviction and violated that parole by leaving Pennsylvania without permission. And he left so he could travel to Sandy Hook, Connecticut and pose as Adam Lanza's uncle. For those of you who don't remember, Adam Lanza was the shooter at Sandy Hook Elementary School.
Yeah, that's some fucking that he has. I'm gonna be honest, man. JLR's done some fucking really, really weird shit. He's got some really very, 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 very questionable videos. Straight up. He does. He's got some really real odd
There,
videos.
JLR dropped to his knees at a memorial that had been set up for the victims of the shooting and prayed, or at least pretended to pray. A reporter saw him and asked who he was, and he tearfully said he was the uncle of Adam. And then he gave interviews posing as Adam's uncle.
That's crazy,
At the
bro.
end of 2012, his wife at the time, Naomi, filed for a temporary restraining order against him. And this letter from
Do you think that maybe JLR is a sociopath? This is what maybe a sociopath looks like. Oh, he's done a lot of really weird things on video.
Lieutenant John Frias in Chester County, Pennsylvania, was included in the petition. So let's read it. Quote, reference Naomi Riches. I was contacted on 21 December 2012 by Naomi Riches, plaintiff in PFAs, which is a protection order or protection from abuse. Naomi Riches said she had been 302 committed by Jonathan Riches, and she was in Fairmount Behavioral System. She said Jonathan claimed she ran into traffic in front of the Justice Center at 201 West Market Street, Westchester, Pennsylvania. She asked if there was any video of the Justice Center. I informed her yes, there was on the front of the Justice Center. Jonathan.
You think maybe the true crime YouTube community is full of these type of people? It really is looking like this, don't it? Maybe the true crime YouTube community on YouTube needs an overhaul. Because it seems like a lot of the creators that are involved in the biggest parts of it turn out to be fucking weirdos. I just seen video of Dolly possibly beating on his woman. I'm not saying for sure because I'm not that dude. But this does it need an overhaul? Because it seems like a lot of these true crime YouTubers are part of the problem. Yeah, it sounds like he's attracted to the drama. AD Dolly did do it. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it though. We're gonna take a look into it. Did you, man? See, I knew Dolly when he was Jimmy Jams. Brandy beat on Tierra. Yep. Yep.
Riches' husband had filed a PFA against Naomi Riches' wife. The hearing was held on 17 of December 2012 in courtroom number 10 in the Chester County Justice Center at 0900 hours. Naomi said the alleged incident occurred after the hearing between 1000 and 1200 hours, 17 December 2012. She also asked for any reports the sheriff's office may have about the incident. Brandy. I checked the video for that day between the hours reported. I did not find any incident that occurred in front of the Justice Center, 201 West Market Street, Westchester, Pennsylvania. And I checked the report system, Cody, and found there were no incident reports generated that day for any incidents either in the lobby or in front of the Justice Center. I have also learned that Naomi was present in the Justice Center and the PFA hearing was continued until 24 February 2013, as the Sheriff's Office paperwork shows that Jonathan Riches was not served a PFA, nor could I confirm at this time he was in the Justice Center. I have learned that Jonathan Riches also went to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and filed another PFA against Naomi Riches. Jonathan Riches has been arrested on violation of probation and parole from Chester County Adult Probation and Parole, and also federal charges are outstanding against him. Copies of PFAs and information have been supplied to detectives for additional charges against Jonathan Riches for harassment against Naomi Riches. Lieutenant John R. Frias, Director of Operations, Chester County Sheriff's Office. So a 302 commitment is an involuntary emergency commitment. So it sounds like JLR had his ex-wife committed to a mental health facility based on a lie he told about her running into traffic, which didn't happen.
What the fuck, bro? Maybe JLR's got something to do with Nancy. I'm not going to say that. I'm just joking, guys. But I shouldn't even be joking. I'm not even joking. Okay? Scratch that. Run that back. Yeah, I didn't say that. That's kind of weird, man. That's why I like to stay open about all this shit till we get what the paperwork or the arrest comes, you know? I want to see him get arrested if he put his hands on her. I don't want to just see a lawsuit because then I can never know if he put his hands on her. And then I never know how I have to judge JLR. Right? I need for there to be something to happen. Or now I got to look at both of them crazy. By the way, this has done nothing but raise JLR stock.
In 2015, JLR began trolling political rallies, but
We
did it
don't.
in kind of
I'm not condemning him for his past. I think this is all funny. But if I'm condemning her for her past, then I have to for his too. Because I'm using her past for saying something about that dude, making her pregnant and beating on her when he didn't. So if I'm using that as a character build towards her, then I have to use the things he's done. I have to. It's called building your character. I just think they were toxic, man. It sounds like they were just toxic. I don't know. If he did it, I need for there to be an arrest. They have to arrest JLR for me to keep dragging him or to drag him about a beating. Right? They need to arrest him. Simple as that. Arrest him.
a super gross way, such as pretending to be a Muslim. He attended rallies for Donald Trump with a Muslims for Trump sign, but then he'd run off to a rally for Hillary Clinton, his sign now bearing the words Muslims for Clinton. And he would also pose as a Jew at rallies using the name.
He won't get his prison doctor paperwork. You won't get that.
Jonah Rich. In 2018, JLR was in trouble again with the federal government for impersonating Jared Lee Loughner and suing Gabby Giffords under that name. And he was awarded 5 years of probation for that charge. In November of 2018, journalist Luke O'Brien had an interview with JLR. And in it, JLR admitted making up an entire story about being Jonah Rich and how he came from a Jewish family who had ostracized him because he was supporting Donald Trump. And of course, none of that was true.
He played a character,
and when
dude.
asked
Ain't
if he
nothing
thought
wrong
of
with that.
impersonating
Dog, if he wouldn't have did it so bad where he committed crimes, it would have been just fine. It's a character. Some people do this for entertainment. Literally, they go into character. I'm not going to condemn him for going into some character, but
a
you got
Jewish
yourself in
person
trouble, bro.
immediately after the shooting that happened at Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh in 2018, JLR said, quote, "I'm just thinking of myself in the moment. With different rallies, I try to go with different themes. So I had that Jews for Trump shirt and I had the yarmulke for a while. And it was just an opportunity to use it at that time. Just the luck that the tragedy happened. I'm like, okay, I'm going to run with the Jews for Trump because of the tragedy. I don't think about the long-term consequences as far as disinformation or offending."
I don't like that disinformation part. Fuck the offending anyone. I don't give a damn about that. Fuck who you offend. That's part of expressing yourself. But the disinformation. Why are you now trying to claim that you're this grand journalist? I mean, this is years ago, though. I can't condemn him. People change. But you don't care about giving disinformation, JLR? Is this type of stuff rooted in you? Because I've never been this way. You ain't gonna catch me as some character, like, you know what I mean?
anyone. End quote. I know a lot of you think, well, that's in its past again, but just the luck that the tragedy happened is so completely abhorrent to me. I don't know that I could ever get past that. In that same interview, he was asked if social media made it easier to troll, and JLR responded with, quote, I think the tools are available now that can be exploited, and it's easy to get that message spread. The disinformation that I want, I can put out there. The next mass shooting, before they identify the shooter, I can set up 10 Twitter accounts looking like news sites and then create whoever I want as the shooter, and then use the other news sites to retweet that. Vulnerable, gullible people will see that. They will
Yep.
think it's from a
You can
news.
set up 20 Facebooks in one day, and 10 of them will be making you money by the time, I don't know, within a year, hopefully. Within a year, you set up 20 Facebook accounts and you're constantly pumping content onto them that you're just stealing. Dude, it's so easy. He's saying the truth. He's just showing you there's a system that's being exploited.
Site, and then they will
He's
copy
saying if
it
I can
and
do
tweet
it,
it
other people
out.
can do it.
Whenever there's disasters, I also set up Facebook groups, and then just thousands flock into the groups. I encourage everyone to basically fight each other. I don't censor anything. End quote.
He don't
Are
kick people
people
out of his chat
actually
either.
okay with someone who has done things like this? Have they
No, I'm
manipulated
not. But I agree people change. So I'm not going to say that it's all condemning, you know? I'm not going to condemn him fully. Like, I'm not going to condemn Magnolia fully, you know? I'm just not. I'm going to look at it like, I don't know, it's tough. JLR's got a lot of history. He's got a lot, dude. It'd be nice to see him, though. I know what you're saying, Brownie. JLR's out looking for Nancy again. Not tripping whatsoever.
information about a crime? I just, this is so horrific to me. And JLR also admitted that he created Facebook accounts so he could be anonymous. Quote, every single tragedy that's happened in this country since, I would say 2015, I got
He
a
was just in court on the 17th, guys. JLR was just in court on the 17th. He's damn sure not hiding. They're not. I doubt there's going to be an arrest in all this. I really do. And what needs to happen, it just needs to just disappear, because if she's not going to be able to prove that he hit her, she's just running a fucking smear campaign. Then
group
that's
set
how I
up in
feel.
that topic. I can create
You got to
fake
be able to prove it,
Facebook
baby.
accounts under people's names so I can be anonymous. If a mass shooting happens, I'll create a video real quick and put whoever I want to identify as the mass shooter, put some music, photo edit it real quick, and then throw it up on BitChute because I know that will be the searched word. End quote. And he finished that interview with this quote, I don't know what the future is going to be like. I just think that 2019 is going to be a bloody political mess right now before the election again. It's going to be tense, man. And it
He was a
depends on
troll.
what
Ain't
Trump
nothing wrong with
trolls
that.
around and tries to excite everybody with. I just know whatever's going on, I'm going to be trolling. Whatever
He's a
breaking
troll.
news you can
He's 100% allowed to troll, man. I'm not going to condemn him for trolling either. Hell no. We need trolls, chat. Trolls have a place. We need trolls. But I feel like we need a certain type of troll. Is this going a little far? Absolutely. Absolutely. But trolls are needed in some places. They definitely have always had their place everywhere on the internet. Right or wrong, the troll. Right or wrong, the troll has always had its place on the internet, and it isn't going to go anywhere. It's a hot topic. I don't know if they're going to find Nancy Guthrie, guys. There's a good chance they never find her. The troll's necessary evil. It is. It is. But to find there, I don't think they're going to find Nancy Guthrie. I don't. I hate to say it. Hi, Sonia. I hate to say it, but I don't think they're going to find Miss Guthrie. It's been quite some time. Who, JLR? He was married at one point. Somebody's going to get away with that murder of her. And that's pretty sad. Somebody's going to get away with murdering Miss Guthrie. Ladies and gentlemen, put cameras up. Have a subscription to those cameras. He's still married to the same woman that they were just talking about. What's up, Trees? That's what you thought. I think the sheriff jacked this case on Nancy Guthrie. The sheriff had a lot to do with the fumbling of the bag. He did. This all happened in like 1998, guys. 1999, 2000. But this was Trump, so it was like 2008 for this, or 2028, something like that. It was before he kicked it off. He just ended up jumping in his car and following all the trending cases. Anything happened with true crime or anything, he was there. He was at the riots. He was at the fucking border crisis. He was at the, Nancy Guthrie. Like, he's there. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, check your cameras back, man. Look at the night before. A lot of us don't do that. A lot of us don't go, oh, what happened last night on my camera? Because then you might have seen this man that's stalking your house. You know what I mean? You could have been like, whoa, who the fuck is that coming up on my door? Then you could have been prepared for his ass. Next time he did, you just boom. I love you like a love song, baby. I'm putting my cameras up probably this weekend. Yeah. I got some new furniture I got to put together. A lot of new furniture. It was a ring cam. I just didn't pay for the ring service, man. Pay for your service, man. That means you'll have somebody else watching it when you can't. And that always pays off. It always pays off. It may not have saved Nancy, because a camera can't save you. A camera can't undo what's already happened on camera, right? But it can help find the people that do it to you or do something like this. It could help a lot. So make sure that you pay for your service. It's not much. It's not much. Oh man, my fucking head hurts. I wore a mask today. I wore a mask at work today because I've been taking in like all the dust and shit in my nose for a couple years now. Yeah, Google does the Nest Ring. Yes, you're right, Blush. I think I have like 6 cameras and mine's like $13. Yep. That's why I can't really breathe now because I wore that damn mask all day. It sucks. What's up, Tess? 5 on the inside and 5 on the outside. Only $15. That's good. That's good. I mean, like I said, it can't save you from, something really happening, but like it can help somebody find you. It could help somebody find the people who did it to you at least. If she would have had subscription service, they would have had a ton more footage, y'all. A ton. It's just weird, man, that these people are probably going to get away with that. What happened to Nancy Guthrie? They're probably going to get away with it. And they're probably never going to find her body. I don't know how I would feel as a someone's child that got kidnapped, dude. Well, apparently they were still recording, and that's what they were able to get. Somehow they were still recording, and they're not supposed to. If you don't have the service, they're really not supposed to be monitoring you. But somehow they were still able to get his image. So they were recording somewhere. Sign away your rights when you click that little box that we always never read about. I don't care though. It is a sad thing, man. I don't know what I would feel at all. I would feel like I have to keep searching day in and day out until I found her. That's how I would feel, I think. But she's got daughters, you know. So they're not going to be out searching like a man probably would. But that's how I would feel. I feel like I would have to get out and search every day until I could find my mom. That's pretty that's pretty just pretty tragic, man. Somebody kidnapped your mother and you never see her again. She has a son. Oh yeah, that's right. She does. Yeah, she does. I just saying how I feel, man. I think I would just feel like I needed to look and look and look. And I would almost probably fall into this doing my own investigation thing and like seek these people out and seek my revenge, turn into a whole road warrior, bro. Because nobody want to take my mama, man. Yeah, I remember. I remember she's got a boy now. That's how I feel, Hummingbird. I would just feel like every waking moment, I would be looking for her. And I know it wouldn't do any good because who am I? I'm not the FBI. I'm not the fucking law enforcement that could really be doing some searching, but that's what that would be racing in my mind at all times. That poor woman, man. It probably updates even faster than that, Jackson. It probably goes even faster than that. Become obsessed. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like I would get lost in my own mind and turn into this like Perry Mason fucking like detective and shit. The son said it looked like a ransom before the police did. You guys think all the ransom notes were for real? 'Cause they stopped, didn't they?
Already? Yeah.
I know I'm so lost with it too, Brandy. Damn, my fucking TV's loud in there. Maybe one out of the mall. I think the ones that were asking for big money were the ones that were sent to the news station. You think it was a punishment for Savannah? A lot of people believe that. I'm telling you, Amy, I've heard that a lot. You're not the only person that thinks that. Yep. It's like she disappeared. That's a good point, man. She disappeared in the night, dog. That just breaks my heart, man. She said two of the ransoms were real. See, I didn't watch that interview yet. I need to watch it. I need to watch that interview. I've seen clips and shit of it. I think the first two were real. Well, the problem is the blood. The blood wasn't there when the guy is on the front porch, but the blood's there after it all happened. You know what I mean? There was no blood on the front in the camera and shit, but there was blood afterwards. I think with a ransom note, you give fact of life. You know what I mean? You have to show that you still have the person living, or your ransom note doesn't mean shit. And they never did that. They probably killed her before they even left with her. That's just my feeling is that she was probably almost dead when they left with her. Savannah isn't really a celebrity to me. She is amongst that age group of people, I guess. It's a different it's a different it's a different type of person. Well, Savannah started interviewing Epstein victims. None of them have come out yet, but it said that she's interviewed two. So is that like, hey, we're kidnapping you, better stop doing it? Like, I don't know. It's awfully odd. And it's awfully odd that all this stuff about Epstein's coming out and it's just getting washed under the rug. Every fucking bit of it. She said she had interviewed two of Epstein's victims. But like if damn, dude. That means our world's way more corrupt than we ever thought it was. It was a hired hit. It looks like a hired hit, don't it? You're right about that one. I'll give you that one, Peachy. It definitely looks like a hired hit. Because whoever did this came strapped, bro. They dressed up for the part and they did it. They absolutely did it. It's almost astonishing, man. It's almost astonishing. It feels like they knew what they were doing. And it was more than one. Because now they think it's more than one. We always said it was more than one over here. I said that the person came to the front to rip the camera off because the person's already in there with her. And they need that camera ripped down. What's up, Jason? They need that camera ripped down because they're bringing her out that way. He didn't go in that way, but they needed to come out that way because the way he come in, you can't drag her body around. They went around, busted lights out, like lights around her house. Like for real, for real. It was a hired hit for sure. You could just tell. You could just tell they were dressed for the part, man, to the hilt. I don't know, Brandy. They didn't want him doing anything. They didn't want him searching, and I don't understand it. Why are they not letting search groups search? I don't know. I mean, moms stay out at 9:30. They have bingo and shit still. You know what I mean? Yeah, it definitely seemed like a hired hit. Whoever did it knew what they were doing, or they knew what they came there to do, and they knew that there was cameras. They knew they needed to be covered up to the max, and they were, man. They were covered to the max. They're trying to fire the sheriff. Can they? I think he's elected in, isn't he? They'd have to like what, impeach him or veto him out or what? Yeah, like you got people that are equipped to put on a good search, and you don't want them to. You don't want to say, "Go ahead, man. Best of luck to you." Fed to the animals. She's long gone now. No matter which situation you put her in, she's gone. They'll probably never find Miss Guthrie. And the sad thing about it is these people are still out there and can do this again. They're still out there. No one's been caught. So they can easily do this to anybody else. That's the scary part. Lock your doors. Get you a gun. You should own a gun if you're allowed. Get your camera system, have a subscription, and just the best things you can do is just follow the right protocols and keep yourself safe. Because that's scary to think about, even as a grown man, that I could fight somebody off, But somebody with a gun and two men I wake up and there's two men in the gun, they probably got the jump on me. So like that's scary to think about. Yeah, nice neighborhoods get crime because of the people come from bad neighborhoods to harm those. That's what happens. Yes, keep it close, tucked and ready, for real, and get a camera system so you know everything legal there too. It's all on camera. It's very scary. I don't even want to imagine somebody taking my mama, man. I would flip, trip, and have a fit. Anyways, guys, I love you, man. Say a prayer for Nancy because these people have done something with her body. And that in itself isn't cool for them to not even get their mother back. Because I remember when my mom died and we knew that we were going to do cremation and she was taken out of the home and I was in shambles a little bit, you know. But then as it started to get closer to the time where I could go pick her ashes up, I started to get anxious because I felt like I was bringing her back home. And now that I've got her back home, I talk to her every day. What's up, Lee? I emailed you back. Yeah, I talk to her every day. She be chilling in the living room. You guys have a great night, man. I love you guys. Make sure you hit that sub button. Come back and hang with us, man. We're gonna follow this Jonathan Lee Richards stuff, and we'll stay on his ass if he did it. If he didn't, then we'll follow that too. Peace.